before we start our brake adjustment, I want to point out where the centering adjustment screw is on the two typical brake calipers. This is the older 9000 brake caliper from Shimano. This is the brake centering adjustment. It uses a 3mm Allen wrench. On the newer brake calipers, this is an Ultegra caliper, but it's true of the newer 9100 Dura-Ace caliper as well. The brake centering adjustment is this screw right here, and that uses a 2mm Allen wrench. So depending on which style of caliper you'll have, you'll find your centering adjustment there or there. Okay, and so let's move over and go ahead and do the centering adjustment on our jet. All right, so we're ready to do our fine adjustments on our brakes. We've got them mounted, but what we want to do, we've left this loose so that we can center the brake roughly on the rim. We'll use that to do our fine adjustment, but essentially I'm just using my hand, I'm squeezing the brake caliper down on the rim, and then I'm going to tighten that mounting screw. Okay, the torque spec for this is 6 to 8 Newton meters, so you get that nice and snug. Okay, now our brake is roughly centered. I'm going to go ahead and close down our quick release lever there, and I'm going to apply the brake. And if I don't see any movement in the wheel as the caliper closes, then I know that my pads are hitting the rim with the same amount of force. If I see the rim pushing the wheel to one side or another, then we'll want to just use that fine adjustment screw to perfectly center the brake. So let's check out our front and see what that looks like. So in this case, my caliper is a little bit tighter. So before I tighten it down, I'm going to get it loose. All right, so now it's nice and loose. I'm going to squeeze that caliper down with my hand. And then I'm going to tighten that mounting screw. Again, it's 6 to 8 Newton meters, so it's pretty snug. Okay. Now my brake should be roughly centered, but you can see as I apply the brake, it's forcing the wheel, it's pushing it to the drive side. Okay, and so this is where I'm going to use that centering adjustment to rotate the caliper slightly and get that brake dialed in. Okay, in this case I want to turn it counterclockwise a little bit, reapply my brake, and now you can see that the caliper isn't pushing the rim around. Got a nice, nicely centered brake there. So that's our brake adjustment.